They don't.
Nah, he got that something gotta be more than him. Something gotta be more with him. He can't be. That ain't regular. You know what I'm saying? That's a little. That's extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? That ain't like. That's not baby. That's. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Get a bird in this joint. Oh, my man, Red Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm getting old. Starting to miss my older brother. I don't ever care about that. Yeah. But everybody always asks about him. I just realized the other day he been out here since he was a teenager, bro.
For real?
He got 2 decades out of town. Everybody like, yo, how your brother doing?
Visit him, no?
Nothing. He don't be out here at all.
What, he don't like it here?
Nah, he just don't visit. Brother's the most anti everything. What's up, y'all? What's up? Just getting everybody in here. There we go. Bam, got you, Trey. All right, anybody else? Back. Dr. Rob don't ever come through when I'm on the joint. He just kind of like. Oh, I should have put that conversation. My man said, he posted this thing online where he was like, let's normalize. Yo, what up, Cash? Oh, you back now?
He said, let's normalize. What
up, Bianca? He said, let's normalize. Well, first we say what's up to everybody. Say what up, Kev.
What up, Kev?
I hate that dude. Say what up, Randy.
What
up? Monty Mon. Now, Monty got a special guest today. The hot gold shoes, you know what I'm saying? Holla at those, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do what your barber doing. What you know? Everybody can't do that. If I did that, they slapped me in the face, but you know what I'm saying? Then we got Ultra DC right here. The Ultra DC man, you know what I'm saying? You ain't C-Moss no more. You Ultra DC man. This dude all the way. He got the superpower of being in DC. He ain't never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Only here on the Barbershop Friday show. So dude said, this guy posted this thing online, and the thing he posted online was, let's normalize not finding a relatable story to share when someone's talking to you and just listening or something like that. And I thought that was dumb as hell. Don't find, when someone's talking to you, he said, let's normalize not finding a relatable story to share in a conversation. Like, say me and you talking, and I'm like, yo, girl was crazy, and you're like, oh yeah, man, same thing happened to me. I got it, you know what I'm saying? When I had a girl I was dating, and woo, and you share a relatable story. I'm like, hey man, don't, just listen. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, that's how you normally interact with people. Like, you are your experiences. So like, how you connect with people is through your experiences. You know what I'm saying? I can understand, I can empathize because I've experienced it. Or I've experienced, even if I haven't experienced it before, if something made you sad, I can go, hey, I've been sad before, and I can empathize with you. So I feel like it's just normal interaction. But he was like, my brothers were saying that it's, what he's saying, my brothers were saying that what he was talking about was people commandeering the conversation. Like, you talk to somebody, kind of like my man was doing to me last Friday, where they take the whole conversation and make it about, because when I do this and I'll do that, hey, I'll tell you about this, and it's just all about them and them like grandstanding for themselves. But I don't know, like, do you feel we need to normalize not sharing your own experience in a conversation about what's up, Janae? You don't think, like, you think that sharing a personal experience is normal communication?
Yeah, I think it's a balance. Yeah.
A balance?
Yeah, I think I just see someone taking it and running with their own story.
Yeah.
Going on and on and on. But at the same time, if you relate, that shows that you're listening. You know what I mean?
That's how I felt. I felt like it was, I get, like, but that's not what it said. It said, let's normalize not sharing a relatable story and just listen. I was like, that's odd to me. I feel like sharing a relatable story.
That's just natural human
interaction. I feel like everybody does that. Like, that's like normal talking when you talk to somebody. It's like, yo, I was playing an Xbox game. You're like, oh man, I was on that same stage. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh man, we both were on the same stage with the same problem. We're now closer because we've experienced the same thing. I feel like that's weird to be like, don't talk. When I'm talking, you just listen and say, hey man, that's crazy. Hey man, that's cool.
That's kind of hard when you relate. Like ODK, you go through a whole bunch of experiences, and anything somebody talk about, you got something relatable to it. because you experience a lot.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like keep that in and just listen, because you want to, excuse me, you want to share your point.
Oh no, you don't want to share your germs though.
No, but you want to share your point too, because you like hit a bud, hit a bud with that person's mind, then you keep going, you're gonna make them lose their train of thought, so they cut you off or they try to chime in. They try to take over the conversation, but it's kind of hard to do that.
No, I get. So I agree with y'all. Commandeering the conversation. But anyway, that's one of the things that grind my gears this week. I just wanted to share that right quick. The actual conversation I wanted to have was about So we all, Master P and Romeo got into it online, right? Master P was like, Master P was mourning Twitch, the guy, the dancer from the Ellen show that committed suicide. And he put out a post, saying that, condolences to the family and stuff like that. And then Lil Romeo comments on the joint and says, you don't practice what you preach. Basically calls him out and says, you fake, you're a hypocrite because I don't know if it was somebody he knows or a family member. I don't know who this girl is, but Tatiana or something like that.
A who?
A book bag. No,
you ain't had anything before, man.
So he was saying he left a comment on the page underneath his condolences he sent to Twitch. He left a comment saying, "You're a hypocrite. You don't really do this because if someone we knew died, you ain't really care. I've seen you ignore your family who suffer from depression and suicidal thoughts, and you ignored your kids. So how can you say this about Twitch?" And called him out on it on the post for Twitch online where everybody could see him. I feel like that was out of and then
I think that's
and then Master P replied by saying, I've reached out to Lil Romeo, basically made a reply saying, hey, I tried to call him, he didn't call me back, and I'm sorry for anything I've wrong I might have done. So my question to you is, did he handle that correctly?
Master P did, yes. Lil Romeo didn't. Why would you air out family business?
Well, maybe Lil Romeo felt like, I'm not defending him, but maybe he felt like he tried to talk to his dad, but his dad might have brushed him off, and the next step is, well, you know what, I'm going to go online and now I get his attention.
But look at all
I think that's trash, though. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. That's trash. 110% that's trash. Especially if afterwards when he reaches out to you, you don't talk to him. Because you're trying to get his attention, then he reaches out to you, you're like, I don't want to talk to you, but I want to be on your page, ousting you in front of your fan base. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing with these kids now. Everything is out you and cancel you. And, get people not to like you anymore.
Hold on.
At the end of the day, it's still your fault, Lil Romeo.
That's what I'm saying. That's the disrespect is what bothers me. Speaking of Xbox, why every time I see you on Warzone?
He's put you in some good positions, man. You had your own TV show. You got potato chips and Pop Tarts and stuff. Come on, man. You got products.
But he claimed that his dad was spending his money. Yeah, but he did it in the comment, though. He said, I ain't never got paid for nothing. So that's another thing that bothered me, too. You're outing him about not caring about his family or not caring about the mental health of his kids. And then the same thing, and you ain't paying me. And then the money come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it seems childish and immature. And also, their thing aside, right? How do you beef with your son, right? Say you and your son got issues. I ain't talking about your young kid because your young kid ain't got no voice. You go beef. We're not beefing with a little kid. But I mean, my 18-year-old and me, we having a disagreement about whatever. He don't like the way I handle something. At this point, he's 21. He's a grown man. He's still my son, but he's still a grown man.
He's older than 21, isn't he?
Yeah, Romeo's older. I'm saying if your son, your grown son, and you get into an issue, I feel like no matter what it's about, it should be handled in house.
It should be handled in house.
But as a father, how do you deal with that though? Right?
That's how Master P dealt with it.
Go online and send an. I'm not doing that. That's so.
So you saying Master P should have went back and forth with him?
No, I wouldn't have dealt with it all back. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't do this. I would have checked the comment back with a comment. I wouldn't have made a story post standing in front of my pool saying, "Hey, I reached out to Lil Romeo. Lil Romeo did his thing." I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't.
I think he's quite.
What up, Halston?
Said something smooth and cool online, but deep down he probably called Romeo cussing his ass out.
He said he didn't call. He said he didn't answer his call. He said he didn't answer. his call. He did all that about all that roughing and barking in the comments. I didn't answer his call.
He just did that for image, to protect his brand, and then like knock on his door. Look here, little, step to him. And
Yeah, but why you gotta step to him? I'm saying like if he clearly got an actual gripe.
That's why I'm gonna say something real cool because I know thousands and millions of people, they might not buy my product, so I'm gonna be real nice and cordial online. But other than that, I'm standing outside his house.
It's for your son?
My own son. He blasts me online. I'm gonna sit there and be all cordial and cool because people watching me. I'm a mogul and all that. So I'm gonna say, nah, son, it's okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Why even?
I'm gonna be real cool. But really, I'm standing in this parking lot the next damn day. Trust me.
What? So how's that gonna fix the problem with you and your son? Just gonna beat him up?
Come outside.
Yo, Phil said I'm fisticuffing. Phil said, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'll put hands on you. Remember, people help people when they see others not understanding. What's the right thing to do about the situation at hand? Always listen first, don't interject, then relate with your own experiences so you can comfort the other person's sense of common understanding. And a sense of common understanding. That's like normal communication too, right? What up, Blue? Austin, we talking about a few things, man. In Little Romeo and 50 Cent's son, what's the story in Romeo? Oh, so 50 Cent's son is the same thing. I think it's the same thing. But some 50 Cent's son's still getting paid till he like 30 years old with child support. 50 Cent's son's out of control. But Little Romeo basically on one of, I think 50 already got his son blocked from stuff like that because his son can't leave comments on his joint. But Little Romeo basically, Master P posted a RIP post for Twitch, the dancer from the Ellen show that passed away. And his son left a comment saying, why are you posting this about you're a fraud, you lying, you don't actually care about the mental health of people, you don't even know this man, you've been more compassionate in your post for this man than you were for your own kids, we suffer from depression and suicidal thoughts and you don't care about us, and all this stuff about how he didn't care about his own children on a post that Master P made giving condolences to the dancer that passed away, Twitch. And then Master P made I guess reached out to him and then made another post saying, hey, I tried to call him, he didn't return my call, and I'm sorry for anything wrong I did. And I was just saying, like, when you beef with your son or you beef with your kid, what's the appropriate way to, like, have an issue with your kid if your kid have an issue with you? I mean, I feel like 50 Cent's kid is completely out of pocket. And all, the thing you're talking about standing in a parking lot, like, I can get paying somebody his age to beat him up if he did. 50 Cent's kids, there's guys that, 50 Cent, first off, 50 Cent was actually like, someone tried to assassinate him, like really tried to kill him before, right? Wow. Like when he first came out, he had been shot, he shot like 9 times, right? Through the face and everything, right? Started having a bulletproof Hummer. That was part of his persona, was bulletproof vests and all that stuff, because people were actually trying to kill 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, his son's hanging out with people who actually tried to kill this man. Okay, his beef is different from like, I don't like you. His son's hanging out with people who want to hurt his dad. Like, you can't, that's not just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be cool with that kid. That kid is dangerous. Oh, Dad, I want to meet you to talk. You meet him somewhere, he's sitting with 4 people that want to beat you. Nah, bro, you can't trust that kid no more. So he would have to talk to me online because we wouldn't have no communication because that kid's out of pocket. So I can understand 50 Cent not communicating with his son whatsoever. Because his son is a liability.
Ain't his son no more. He just had birth to him. Well,
What up, T? Oh, what up, doggy? Till 30, dang. Hard times create tough men. Tough men make hard times peaceful. Peaceful time make men weak. And weak men make hard times. Savage Luke, no one can escape unless you treat your kids equally and respect and don't lie to them. I don't know, man. I don't think that being tough on your kid is a solution. I think doing what's best for your kid. Like, that's why I'm trying to ask about how you fix a problem, right? Because I don't think there's a blanket way to resolve an issue with your kid. You gotta look at the kid you got. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 Cent kid, I wouldn't talk to.
Deep down, just be humble and let your kid know you love him and you there for him. I mean,
but your kid's love language might not be a conversation. You tell your kid you love them, that's not what resonates with your kid. Your kid might only feel love by getting things bought for them. Yeah. Your kid might only feel love by quality time, just spending time with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how your kid qualifies love. And what's weird is your kid don't know how they qualify love yet until they're older and they're in therapy and they realize, you know what, I've never been loved all these years. I've never been loved. None of that stuff mattered. And I wonder if you build the deficit by, like, say you always love your kid by saying, I love you, kiss him on the forehead, I love you, I kiss him on the forehead. That's how you say I love your kid. See, your kid just normalizes That's just normal. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing that because he has to, because he's my dad, right? And then, so then someone else is mean to him. It's like, well, you know, I want that person to like me. That feels better because I want that. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that because this is the thing I like. So they qualify love as a thing that they want, that they get back. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just, because it was given to them so easily, they only like it, they only appreciate it if they work for it. You know what I'm saying? Or they never get it. So when it's given, they're like, oh man, this person's giving me attention because you never give them attention. You're like, I wonder, your experience develops you, right?
Somebody with a nanny, and the nanny spends more time with the kids than the actual parents do because they're too busy working, making money and rich. And the nanny and the child actually loves the nanny and hates the mom.
Yeah.
You know that?
But like, so you don't know. I feel like a part of it is how the upbringing shapes their language. You know what I'm saying? The upbringing shapes them. In my head, at least. I'm curious. What do you think, Jack? What do you think, Cash? And Halston, what did you do? Would you talk to 50 Cent's kid? Halston? Do you think that Master P handled it with his son right? Monty? Do you think Master P handled it with his son the right way?
Yeah, because it could have got worse. But I think he did.
I don't think. You think writing, going out and say, hey man, I tried to call him and writing a post, it feels like it's just a show. Like calling him is right. I think calling him to talk to him is the right way to do it. But then making a post about it, like, you know, it comes off like a sitcom. You know what I'm saying? Like, next episode of Master P and Romeo. Like,
Maybe that's the only way of letting everybody know that, letting everybody know his side. You know, like I'm trying to reach out to my son.
kind of clearing his name kind of thing.
Sort of, yeah.
I hate that you got to do that with social media now.
Yeah.
He said, Halston said 50 Cent's kid is trash. Halston said 50 Cent's kid is trash. I think unanimously we all just say the 50 Cent's kid is trash. Like that kid's a horrible kid. I don't know what he's talking about. He goes, I'll give up the money. I'll give you my whole child support check if you just spend one day with me. And I'm like, you don't want that though. You don't want that. And I was 50 Cent.
Really felt that way?
I don't think he really felt that way because he did it online. He did it online.
How old is he?
It's like I challenge him online because it's like now his brand's on the line. It's a power move for social media. You know what I'm saying? These kids are good at it, but I feel it's just a power move for social media because you get canceled because now everybody gets to weigh in. When you put it on social media, everybody gets to have an opinion. Right? It's just wait for everybody to have an opinion about your stuff. It don't make no sense to me. What about you, Randy?
Well,
How do you feel? Well, you know the story with 50 Cent's kid?
mm-mm.
All right. What about the Lil Romeo thing? Where Lil Romeo left a comment under his dad's post?
I don't know about them.
All right. Well, this is what happened. Lil Romeo left a comment under his dad's post. His dad was giving condolences to someone who committed suicide. It was a dancer, famous dancer, who committed suicide. His dad, Twitch, yeah. So he made a post for Twitch that committed suicide, and Lil Romeo under that post was like, "You a fraud." Or not fraud. He goes, "You're a hypocrite. This ain't who you really are. You've watched your kid. I watched you ignore your kids who were suffering from depression and suicidal thoughts, and not do anything. And I never got $1 from any of the things I did as Lil Romeo." Then, like the next day, Master P posted a story saying, "Hey, you know, I reached out to Lil Romeo. He didn't answer, and I'm sorry for anything I've done wrong." So, do you think he handled that correctly,
Who?
Master P? Oh.
I'm not sure, man.
Oh, damn,
You know
cut
what
the
I
other
mean?
ones. My bad, bro.
I can't speak on what they would do. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'm like, with you, it's kind of like a show.
Yeah, it's all showmanship, man. It's bothering me.
What's that, Lil Romeo stuff?
Yeah, because I was like, it's all showmanship to me. Because I'm like, it should have never been online.
Right. Yeah, no, I ain't with the social media shit. That shit is in the way. You know what I mean? They could cancel all social media. I'll be all right.
So now you that's like social media is
I'm
out.
anti-social media.
Yeah, but you don't really use it though.
I know.
You as a consumer, or do you use it as a way to communicate?
Form of entertainment.
As entertainment, so you don't use it for information gathering.
No. And I don't use it for like, you know,
You went to
being
Jason-
friends
told
with people
Jason
and shit
that?
like that.
Well, if you used it, if you changed the way you use it, I think it would apply to you differently. Cause like you're right, you don't need it if it's you. But like equity comes from knowledge, right?
Like what you're saying about Master P and all them and all that. I wouldn't even, I don't even put my business on social media like that. I don't even put myself on social media. I don't even put no pictures really on social media. I probably got 3 social media friends. You see what I'm saying? I got 3 friends, and they real people that I know.
And that's a lie. You know that's a lie because you don't got me on your social media and I'm your friend. You know what? He is elusive on social media. If y'all find Randy online, send it to me because I'm going to follow him. I'm going to go look at his pictures and I'm going to write a comment. I'll write a comment be like, yo, you fraud. Because you ain't never.
People can't even get on. I'm blocked to shut up to 3 people. And the people
Someone you can just text her. That's a group text. That's not even social media.
Right.
That's a group text, Randy.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. Randy said, I got 3 people and I know them. That's all right. I love Randy, yo. He said, but combo needs to be done behind closed doors. This is all posting social media as likes, clicks, bait, and clout.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, it ain't about the old school, bro. I think social media, when you look at social media as entertainment, that's where you mess up. There is entertainment on it, but there's different categories. There's business there. There's a lot of education, a lot of free knowledge. There's a lot of free knowledge online. What I'm saying is that you can learn everything. I learned how to pie.
I follow like what's holistic vibes, and you get like plant-based recipes, and it's just all about what you choose to follow and look at.
Oh, I know what you meant, Halston. But he said Randy old school. Yeah, Randy old school. Like that's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that but it doesn't matter what school you come from. You gotta look at it for what it is, right? How you use the tool is how it applies to you. If you use it for entertainment, then yeah, I think the entertainment part of it is a part that's all consuming. A lot of people want to be famous on social media, and the way they seek to do it is by being entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I can understand that. It ain't for everybody, but neither is entrepreneurship, neither is IT, barbering. You know what I'm saying? It's all different for different people.
Everything ain't for everybody.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I would say change the way you apply it though, because it is a powerful tool. All right, so here's another one, right? Here's another dad story, right? I want to know your opinion on this one. So a son hits his dad and says, "Dad, I told my crush I liked her, and she turned me down. She doesn't like me back. She told me she doesn't like me back." Dad says, "I'm going to cash app you $20. Go buy ice cream for all the other girls in the class except for her. She going to learn today." So my first question is the dad wrong?
No.
And is this a good lesson for what lesson is he teaching the girl?
Dad's wrong and that's petty as hell. Don't do that.
Right?
Kill it with
Watch you, Monty.
Don't punch him.
You hear the story, did you? You hear the story. Randy, is his dad wrong?
No, he's right.
He right? What story is he what lesson is he teaching the girl?
She slept on a good one.
Slept on a
She ain't getting no. She don't get no ice cream.
She slept on a good one.
It's more funny to me. I can't say if he's right or wrong, but it's just funny.
He said it's just entertainment.
That's
All right, so I'm gonna say the dad is a gump. That junk is corny. I think the sending $20 to buy ice cream is corny because what and then the message to the girl is what?
She don't get no ice cream.
Yeah, who care though? Because ice cream don't make it.
Why would she get mad?
Exactly. That's why I feel like the lesson you trying to send. The lesson you trying to send is actually just shows you how fragile the dude is. It make your son look soft. To me, you gonna get every woman you like ain't gonna want you back. That's the reality. So you not nah. I'm saying like if you you can't get treated by somebody you don't spend no time to. Just because he's in class, was like, yo, all I would do is she'd come home and be like, I ain't get no ice cream. I'd be like, no problem, baby. I'll send my daughter to school with $20 to buy her own ice cream. But her, like it wouldn't have changed nothing because the reality is that he not even doing it, his dad doing it. So for real, it's not even his money.
Why it's sad that won't even work is because it's some little kid simp that's gonna go buy her one anyway.
Yeah, there's not even kids simp. Yeah, I think the boy with the ice cream is. I think the daddy and the boy is a simp.
But I don't.
I get you, and I'm telling you, you wrong because you wrong. And I think the girl said, I think they don't send a message to nobody. What girl? The girl don't want him. So you buying. So now you buying ice cream. Let me finish. So now you buying ice cream. Let me finish. So now you buying ice cream for a bunch of other little girls who don't want you. They're trying to make this girl. They don't want him. And then for some girl that don't want him. So now you wasted $20 on a bunch of girls that don't want you. So you corny. You corny though. Because nobody wants you. $20 gonna get. She only worth $20. You could have just bought her to begin with.
He didn't say nobody wanted him. He said that girl didn't want him. But I bet you one of them.
The girls don't want him neither.
One of them other girls that get ice cream.
And then they only want it for the ice cream. And they only want it for ice cream. They don't want it for ice cream. They don't want it for ice cream.
What's wrong with that?
Then you a trick. You a simp. And they only want you for ice cream. You a simp. You gotta buy ice cream for a girl to get her like you. You telling me you gotta buy ice cream for a girl to like you? That's wild. That's wild. Then she corny. Then your girl corny. She only like you for ice cream. She corny.
Girl, you like ice cream, Phil?
Yeah, but she gotta like you.
Okay.
She gotta like you back. You don't buy ice cream for everybody.
You know she like you. You'll buy ice cream.
That's corny, bro. The corniest junk I've seen in my life. I'm gonna buy ice cream for a girl.
I'm not talking about that.
Nah, I talking about, and now some like he said some little simp gonna buy ice cream. You the simp for buying ice cream for all the girls in the class. Yeah, look, Sean, I'm mad, Sean, but you out here wilding for some damn ice cream. Yo, the little boy called his dad, said, Daddy, I told the girl I like her. She said she don't like me back.
Oh, that was cool.
He said, no problem. I'm gonna send you $20 buy ice cream for all the girls in class except for her. She gonna learn today. You think that move was cool?
That was funny.
It was funny.
That was funny.
Now, do you think they taught the little girl anything? He said she gonna learn today. What the little girl gonna learn from that?
What did the girl say to the guy?
Oh, he said she didn't like him back. He said I like her. She said she didn't like him back.
Maybe she could said it differently. Like, I don't like you like that, but I like you as a friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe a little bit. That hurts. You know what I mean?
She don't want him. I don't think she owe him nothing other than I don't want you. You say he got to say it differently. Say what differently? Like his feelings were hurt. We didn't get her being mean. The story was a text message. Dad told my crush I like her. She don't like me back. That's all he said.
Hey man, it was still funny, man.
Yeah, no. It's funny. No. It's absolutely funny. But the argument I'm having with Randy is Randy said, yeah, she gonna learn. She missed out on a good one. I'm like, a good one ain't one to buy you ice cream. That's not just to make you a good one. Then she said, he said, nah, because all the other little girls gonna get some, she gonna be left out because it's not really gonna work because some simp gonna come over and buy ice cream anyway. I was like, the simp to me is the guy that went out and bought ice cream for the whole class. Now you got the one girl, because no one cares about you. The reality is that the girl that you like don't like you, and now you buy ice cream for a bunch of other girls that didn't say they like you. And you ain't, the boy's just gonna be soft. He ain't really learn no resilience. Because the reality is that everybody you like not gonna like you back. So you don't really teach your son nothing. It's funny, but they don't really teach your son how to be resilient. They don't teach nothing to be resilient. I said nothing wrong with being petty. What I argue is that you was like, it taught a lesson, and then you start talking about how you gotta buy ice cream for the girls. You know, so you wanna buy ice cream for a girl you like? I'm like, yeah, but she gotta like me back. He was like, nah, you gotta find out. Now, you don't spend money on ice cream to find out if the girl like you. You buy ice cream for the girl that like you. You have a conversation with the girl to find out if she like you. You don't buy ice cream to see if she like you, because she only like you for the ice cream.
Hey man, it was still a funny story.
Hilarious.
You know what I mean?
The dad petty. The dad clearly scarred by somebody. He gave somebody his crowns with the sharpener. He gave somebody his crown with the sharpener and never got it back.
What he is showing them, which I don't know if he's showing them, but the symbolic message behind it is for men, the way you level up and show a woman that that she missed out on something is by being successful.
There you go.
But technically, the kid didn't get successful.
Right.
He just got his dad's money.
Right.
Fact. That's another thing I was saying. Like, he didn't really come up on enough. It wasn't like he goes, hey, go win the spelling bee. Hey, let's give number one. Does she like what subject does she like? She like math. Let's go be number one in math. You know what I'm saying?
Using your father's money. So
Facts.
it's not like you're not. Yeah. So, but
I agree with that.
He did give the son the satisfaction to see, hey, this is why you want to be successful, so you can have the ability to do this type of stuff. You know what I mean?
But I said, even to me, I think it's wasted energy.
That's the conversation you need to have.
I think that's wasted energy, though. Like, I think, like, that's such a corny. That's corny. Nah, he said, but he ain't know he didn't teach him nothing. He said, go buy ice cream for the other 19 options so that the girl that didn't like you can feel bad. Like, let's go try to hurt this girl's feelings. That's weak. Bro, let me tell you the story so you can catch up what we arguing about. Son hits his dad with a text message. Boop, boop. Dad, I just told my crush I like her. She said she didn't like me back. He said, no problem, son. I'm going to send you $20. Go buy ice cream for all the girls in class except for her. She going to learn today. I said that was cool. It's funny. It's a funny story. But I said what is he teaching the son, and what lesson is the girl supposed to learn? Randy says she learned and she missed out on a good one. I say, how is he a good one? He just spending his daddy money. Ain't nothing good about the man. The man just got his daddy money to try to make her feel bad because she doesn't like him back. And I thought that was corny. So that's what we arguing about. That's really,
There's 19 girls that might not feel that.
19 girls he had to buy ice cream for to find out. He had to buy ice cream for him though, with his daddy money.
I didn't say how many girls it was. You said you just spent $20, right?
Yeah. Oh, it is. Hold on. Oh, it is. He goes, nah, my money or my kids' money comes from with intention of likeness or more. Plenty of ways to get what you need. Nah, that joint corny. You buying girls ice cream? You don't like me? You don't like me? Ice cream for everybody. Ice cream for everybody. Ice cream for everybody.
Other dudes' kids. That's corny.
Ooh.
It's just like the ice cream thing.
Hey, no.
Why don't you ask the people what they think about that?
Dude's taking another kid killing.
Ask them the real deal. We don't care about no ice cream.
And women ain't gonna like that.
Yeah.
He said, dudes taking care of other dudes' kids is corny. Is what Randy got mad at the ice cream so much that now he's like, you know what else is corny? Taking care of kids that ain't yours. That's corny.
The real deal.
I don't think that's real neither. I think that's corny too.
You got, no, what I'm trying to say is that dude, like dad bought them girls some ice cream. You got some dudes when a woman don't want them, he'll go so far as to be like, well, boo, I'll take care of you and your kids. That's how bad.
That's a corny dude. That's the same way. That's the same thing that ice cream teaching that little boy. Is to go take care, is to try to buy his way into a relationship. The same story. Yeah, what you saying? You trying to flip it, but guess what? It works the same way.
Their own perspective. That's how you see it.
Because it is. I'll financially take care of you if you like me. That's just it ain't about you. Same story. He's a little kid. Ice cream means something to them. If it meant something to that, if it was enough to hurt that little girl's feelings, then it meant something to him and his friends. Ice cream clearly got some kind of social standing in that circle. That's joint corny to me. You keep reaching for it, but it's corny. It's a real corny joint.
What you think about the taking care of dude's kids?
I don't think that's corny neither. I think if you love the kid, you love the kid. They got nothing to do with that. I think if you taking care of the kids in order to get the woman, that's corny. If you taking care of the kids is a way to get her in, because you assume the man of the household. You assume the household. If you got no kids, hold on. If you got no men, hold on. If you got no kids in the relationship whatsoever, the only kids you taking care of is somebody else's, I think that's imbalanced as anything, because at the end of the day, those aren't your kids. So I can agree, that's odd. That's odd. But do I think it's wrong? No. No, I don't think it's wrong. No, not at all. Ain't nothing wrong with taking care of some kind of. If you're in a relationship with a woman, I feel like you have to take responsibility of those kids to some degree. How much responsibility you take depends on you and the woman, but you have to take responsibility because it comes with the woman. If you get with a woman with kids, then you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that. But you have to be okay with that. If you get with a woman with kids, you got to be okay with that.
I wouldn't, and I won't never recommend nobody to ever do that. Get involved with a woman who already got kids by another man, and then try to take care of that man's kids. Why would you do something like that?
But a man that does that is okay with that then. See what I'm saying?
What you mean?
A man that gets with a woman with kids has to be okay with the fact she has kids. You can't get with a woman with kids and be like, but when you come over here, leave those kids over there.
But that's what we're saying. What type of man does that?
I think that's any. To me, that's any.
I'm gonna leave one question and I'm gonna leave it alone. If you had a son and you raised him up to be a hell of a dude,
That's my question.
He went to school, he did the right thing, he became successful at school, he came out and he making over $150K a year, and he come home.
No. He making 90K.
Okay, say he making 90K a year. Now let's give it 100, because then he's a high value man. He making 100 grand. He clean. He's an athlete. He dressed nice. All the girls want him, and here he come in. He said, "Dad, I want you to meet my new girl. We engaged. I'm about to get married." And then when you come to find out, she got 2 kids by 2 different dudes already.
And he ain't got no kids.
And he said, "Dad, would this be a smart move for me to marry her, or should I go find my own girl with no kids who's on my level and then start my own family?" What advice would you give him as a father?
Is the woman taking care of herself? Does she handle her business? Is he taking on the bulk load of taking care of those kids?
He's gonna have
is
to.
She
like
taking? No. I'm asking you because your idea is that your idea. No. You're not letting me answer. You're talking over me. So So he gets with a girl, and she got her stuff together. Or she just got 2 kids, and her life is in shambles.
Evidently, her stuff
That's what I'm
not
asking
together.
you.
She
No,
got
that's not what I
2
asked
kids
you.
by 2 different
Nah, because that can
men.
happen anywhere. In the black community, that happens a
That's not
lot.
having
So I'm
your
not
life
asking.
together at
That
all.
happens a lot. So
But
I'm
it
not
doesn't
worried
have
about
your
that.
life
But I'm
together.
not worried about it. What I'm
What
asking you is that
making
is she
excuses?
taking care of business? No, I'm not. I'm asking you talking over me. So like, if you want to talk your point, then talk your point. But don't come over here and try to talk over me, cuz it don't work. So like I said. If she got her life together, then I don't care. As long as there it is again. There it is again. So like I was saying, Sean, I want the woman. As long as the woman got her life together. As long as the woman got her life together, she take care of her kids on her own. If she needs him to take care of those kids,
So she takes care of her kids and she works at Walmart and she stays in a 1-bedroom.
Okay.
Like what does that look like? That's what we trying to find out. What that when you say taking care, what does that look like?
looks like she has a roof over their heads. Food. She's not struggling to put food in their stomachs. She's not struggling. Says,
But what
if
if
it's
she
a
on food stamps?
So she
I
saves
want
$100
nothing to
a
me.
month. She can save $100 a month to pay everything. Like what does that look like?
Is she on food stamps? Social
what's
service,
the
child
what's
support?
it's different for different people, bro. Like so, like it's different for different people. I think the main thing for me is my son happy or is my son being used? If I feel like my son's being used, I don't want it.
He's gonna be used.
Right.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
Do I think he comes out on it? And I think would he be in a better situation with a woman with no kids?
Whether it's malicious or not, he gonna be used. Like even if it's like with like
I'll
pure
tell my
intent
son,
or,
right.
or malicious intent, he
Why would you
will
ever
be
do
used.
that, son? You got your
100%.
You know, man, why would I tie myself up with a woman who got 2 kids by 2 different men? My son?
All my money in the world, I would give you.
Hey, you can get comments on there now?
Everybody's commenting now.
Which one?
A woman with kids, nah, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That aren't yours will never let you truly be the father figure the child needs. Always get hit with the my kids whenever y'all get into an
Is
argument.
that a man or woman saying that?
That's a man saying that. Agreed. Corny on corn on the motherfucking cob. He says corny. No, I want my kids. I want it comes from
How
intention.
many women will agree with the comment that man just said on your joint?
I don't know. It's all guys out here right now.
What did you say, Sean?
Basically what you saying that it's corny, like don't do it. Like I want to know how many women would.
What I said.
Like you know they'll never really look at you like the father or whatever. I want to know like will any women?
I think that happens, but I don't think that matters, bro.
Will any women admit to that? That's like women be trying to hide that. Yeah. You love them enough, they'll call. Yeah. No, that's not like. Come on, man. Come on.
How you assume the role is, like I said, it's depending on the 2 people, bro. Because not everybody's the same. There's no standard for that. Because I mean, like, I can go down here and talk to Kev. Kev didn't experience with you all the ins and outs. Yeah, his father put out more, but his father knew that when he came to that relationship. So he agreed to it. So you're like, yes, if y'all avoiding work, if y'all just lazy and avoiding the work, then avoid the work. Don't get with the woman. But a man that signs on for that is already signed on to put the work in. So you're right. My sons would have, if my son got with a woman that had made less money than him, as a man, he's gonna step up and take care of and take the bulk load of that. Whatever's gonna work his finances or financially for them, it's gonna work for them financially. If he's loved and taken care of, I care about his mental health and emotional health just as much as I care about his financial health. Like being with a woman, some of these women are trash. He can give a woman with no kids a good future and still get used the same way. So you're like, you avoiding a situation. More likely, it depends on the woman he gets at. But I think him looking for happiness wherever he finds it, where he finds it. Y'all wild because y'all don't want to do it, then don't do it. But don't make it like everybody that do it gotta be some kind of simp.
Now, wow.
But I wouldn't want that for my son, though.
Well, I want you to know, it's kind of just a jab at Randy. It's not really all you. I say y'all.
Now I'm wild, man. Like, cause like, you know what I mean? Cause I don't want to give up my resources to somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
No, but I believe.
I don't mind.
Also agree, because some.
I don't mind coaching, but I ain't gonna babysit. You understand me? That's what I ain't gonna do.
No, but I also gotta.
What I gotta say is that one guy that said that you will never look at that guy as your father.
Hey, my stepfather stepped up. That is my father. My father
No, but the woman wouldn't
my
let.
biological can only be my friend.
Hey, from now
So
on,
what he talking
no
about?
longer call him stepdad.
Huh?
Call him dad.
He does.
If I enter in right there,
Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. If he comes in here right now, I'm gonna tell y'all this is my father, this is my dad. I'm telling y'all now that that's my stepfather.
Because of the conversation.
Because of the conversation. If I introduce you to him, it's gonna be my dad.
Every time you talked about him, you always say your
yeah,
stepdad.
me too.
Because it's always in the
That's because of what we talk about. That's because because, and I let you know that I had a stepfather.
Can I ask one question?
No, I don't want to talk about it. It's funny to me. I'm cool.
First off, nigga, you not cool. First off, I ain't cool neither. I ain't cool neither. We both lying. Nigga, yo, and they loving it. They like, yeah. Both these dudes. Just because y'all scared to take care of somebody's kids, don't date them. Don't date them. Nigga ain't cool. There you go. Niggas that stressed out. Niggas that stress niggas out, boy. Niggas that stress niggas out.
Sean, Phil got 4 little boys, right? By that woman. So Phil, something happened and they was to get, separated. So the next man that's gonna date Phil's wife, your son was your son, and he bring Phil's ex-wife to you with 4 kids that belong to Phil. Say, Dad, I'm thinking about marrying her. And then you got a single woman, girl, that don't have no kids and a bright future. Which one would you tell him to do?
What you tell me to do is you people I don't make relationships with these women. Like I hear you, right? Ideally, I want them to have the easiest life possible. That's normal parenting. But to be like, don't be happy and do what's good on paper. What's good on paper don't always work for you, bro. It don't always work for you. In an ideal world, I wish I never got in trouble with nothing. Never did nothing illegal. Never did nothing that got me arrested. Never. None of my friends never died. Perfect world. Everybody grows up and everybody's good. Everybody's together. We got $1 million houses in the same neighborhood. Right. That's ideal world. But that's not how it went, right? Some people died. Some people ain't make it. Some of us went to jail, right? It ain't ideal all the time. It's where you get to at the end. If he's happy and he's taking care of business, he's not being used, and I'm securing that, and he's securing that, that's more important because it's his life. He got to live it. He got to take his lumps. I believe in that. You got to take your lumps. Everything you do, every choice you make is not going to be a good choice for you. And sometimes me telling you, that's not a good choice, son, ain't going to work. I don't want my son to resent me saying, hey, step away from the girl you love and you want to be with, because I feel like just because she got kids, she's not good enough for you. Hey, Nothing else. Nothing else. She got kids, she's not good enough for you.
Deion Sanders, he got sons, right? They got one that's about to go for the Heisman Trophy, right? He's in college. He's successful. He got a good dad. He always had a family. Okay, do you see Deion Sanders condoning his son coming home with a girl who already got 2 kids by 2 different dudes talking about marrying into the family?
Maybe because he's doing it.
Okay.
Because Deion's doing it. So
okay. Maybe.
Maybe.
But Deion's done had his chance. He already been through marriages that failed and all that. I'm saying this is his son who never had kids, who never had a family, coming to Deion with that. What do you think he would say?
I've heard women tell me that their mothers have told them to not. If she had a choice to be with an established man that had multiple kids, and the mother told the daughter, hey, don't do it. You need to be with somebody that you can create your own family.
And that's a woman telling a woman.
That's a woman. Now that's I didn't heard that.
Oh no, I hear that all the time.
It's not on YouTube.
A lot of women say that I don't want to date a man with kids. Like it's too much drama. But they normally say because it's too much drama that goes with it. Because a lot of people that have kids that aren't together got a lot of strife that comes along with it. And women that don't have kids are normally like, I don't want to get into a situation where your strife becomes mine and your dysfunction becomes my dysfunction. So they say I prefer to not be with a man with kids, is what she said. She's got women coming to her, sending pictures, baby mother sending pictures, he laying here next to me, here you go, you texting him, but he is, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm good, I don't want to deal with none of that stuff.
It's all preference, man. It's all preference. And what you gotta know yourself and know what you built for. That's what it really come down to.
It's what it knew what you built for, exactly. Know what you signing on for. Cash said, if men provide everything for a woman, what does she have to offer if she already has her own kids but doesn't want to have any more? Every man wants to build a family with a woman, and a child is the bearing of the love relationship. If in most men's minds, some dude don't want kids, cool, but most of us want to pass down something. My life is pointless if I ain't passing nothing down. You're looking at me like that, bro. I don't want no more babies. I'm good. I like my kid. I'm good. Woman says, I guess I give her somebody that don't want no more kids. I'm like, Yahtzee. Bingo bongo. I'm out, yeah.
That's when you gotta talk about the 55 and up club.
See, them people. I'm realizing I'm getting closer to that number than I am to 25.
No, I'm talking about the women.
Yeah, I'm getting closer to dating a woman in their 50s and a woman in I'm okay with that.
They've been through it. They don't want to do it no more. They just want support. They just want a good man.
Peace. Peace.
They learn some things.
Peace and vacations. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they should know at this point. how to keep their man happy. Cause they numbers is looking they got less years in front of them than they do behind them. So they punching that clock. They want to be happy.
That's wild. I think you should want to do that all the time. Instead of waiting till you're 55, you should be trying to look for happiness ASAP, right away. You say, Phil?
So what's up? Man?
No, he's super DC today.
Yeah, I'm saying. Oh, my bad. Super DC.
DC, rep your city. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, first
To the
off,
nitty-gritty.
say some of that bass out your voice,
Man,
bro.
I
You
got
scared.
bass.
Yo, you scared.
Burst
Chill.
in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Phil wants to bust a dance move, yo. First off, why he dancing in the background? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with Phil. Phil hit a different plate in his life. Now he dance. All right, yo, I'm going to cut shit. It's 1 o'clock. I get my kid home to feed her. Where my man at? Where you bring your boy back? Oh, wait. Oh, no, I like when you talk. I just don't like when you try to talk over me. Because I get your point. You be fired up about your point, but then you be like, your point, the only point that can get made. It's like, it's hard to talk to somebody like that. So you hear about the 10-year-old? You hear about the 10-year-old that shot his mom in the face with a VR headset? So this 10-year-old, his mom went and buy him a virtual reality headset. So we took the gun from the house, shot her in the face, killed her. She stayed in the house for like 3 days. They ain't tell nobody. He ordered it to his grandma's house. So he called his grandma and was like, he told his grandma about it. Was like, yeah, is my headset there yet?
So you took a credit card date anyway?
Yeah, after he shot her, he ordered the Oculus online on Amazon. And then, 3 days later, he finally told his grandmother, like, yeah, I shot her, but is my Oculus there yet? Yeah, I feel bad about it, or I don't really want to talk about it. So now they're charging him as an adult. What up, Doomis? They're charging him as an adult. He's 10 years old. They're charging him as an adult. And they're asking the family, how do you feel about him being charged as an adult? And they said, it's a difficult thing to answer, you know what I'm saying? Because he knows he did it. He says, I don't want to talk about it.
He said he's 10?
He's 10. He said, I don't really want to talk about it because, he kind of blocked it out. He said, I don't want to talk about it. I kind of blocked it out. What up, D? He said he blocked it out, but then he said that, but he still asked him, like, yo, make sure my iPads and everything's in place. During the bond hearing, they said that he was like, I got $100 I can give you to get out. He said, I got $100 I can give you. He tried to pay for his bond to get out for himself. He's like, pay $100 to get out his bond. Like, he hasn't clicked in his head that he killed his mother. So clearly something's wrong with him, but they're charging him as an adult.
That's crazy, man.
The gaming system, social media, they desensitizing reality, man.
Yeah, they thinking that like.
You know what I mean? They think it's Grand Theft Auto out here for real. Like, and they can just, die and come back to life and reboot the game, and they don't know that this is over.
His life is over. He getting charged as an adult.
He getting charged as an adult.
I didn't put my mind around that one, man.
When he get
Dude,
older,
I got a 10-year-old and
he gonna feel that.
goddamn crazy. That's just crazy, man.
That's wild.
That's just crazy.
Yo,
He said he heard that like he was like already like killing animals and stuff like that too.
who?
The little boy.
He was actually already killing animals and things?
Yeah, but he already had a little something going on. And he was saying he was sort of like a sociopathic because he had no remorse. Like, how do you have no remorse?
He had no remorse for killing. He's like,
This lady feeds.
she's like, oh my God, he goes, she's not moving. She's been laying there for a couple days.
Some lie. They were saying it's sophisticated for someone to be so young, but the lie.
They say he was in that joint, talked to grandmas, was like, yeah, I shot her in the face, but is my Oculus there yet?
Wow.
Same conversation. They said in the same conversation, he asked about the Oculus. Then he was like, he was talking about, all his electronics at the house. When they called him, they talked to him while he's locked up or whatever. So he's talking about his electronics, all my iPads and everything in order, everything in place. Like he's like real finicky about his electronics.
Can I have an opinion on that, man? I don't want to argue, but I got an opinion on that too, right? If you really think about it, if for a child to just kill their mother because she doesn't give him what he wants, means that's not the first time. Like you said, he got iPads, he got this, he got that. The mother was probably the type of mother who give him anything he wants. Instead of telling him no, you're not getting this, and no, nigga, you're not getting that. It's like, yeah, Jimmy, yeah, John, I got you, yeah, here. And then when you do a kid like that for so long, he got all these electronics, then you finally tell him no. It's kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's her fault, but I'm scared to even raise my voice to my mother. So it's something that the mother was doing while he was growing up that allowed him to feel so bold to even think about doing. I would never think about doing nothing to my mother. So that lady probably built him up. Probably was a single mother, maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, who, you know, spoiled him, not raising him right. And then he got to that point where he felt entitled, like she owed him that, like, you owe me that with your life. Maybe that's how she raised him.
That's crazy. God, I definitely feel like he ain't had no remorse telling her neither. He told grandma, he called her mother, shot her in the face and called her mother and said, yeah, you know, she over here dead, but you know, is my Oculus at the house yet, grandma?
Right. He don't know. He just don't. Life doesn't register them. He's not living in reality.
They said charging an adult, get the kid help. Imprisoning the child should be a reevaluation period. Therapy, something other than hardened criminal that he won't learn from that environment. Tough case. Bottom line, we need to bring back butt whoopings. Carlson said we need to bring back the butt whooping. People, they said the kids need to catch the paps. Black kid.
Charge him as a dog. The white kid, they just put him in the mental hospital and try to give him some psychiatric help. The black,
You should have known the moment I told you they're charging them as an adult. That's a black thing. They don't charge white kids as adults. You hear about the
10 years old?
you hear about the rapist dude? God, the guy.
Find out if he had a father or not.
I don't think so. I think it was all women. It's all women raising him. Grandma, auntie, mom.
Yeah.
All the people I saw in the thing that I shared were all women. But there's this white dude takes this teenage girl. I think she's like 14. She ran away from home.
Are you whispering?
I'm whispering because my daughter's over there. She takes this 14-year-old girl, tells her that, you know, talks to her online, has her run away from home to live with him. He locks her up, has her living in a dog cage, right? She like severely mutilated herself and stuff like that. He got probation. Kidnapped the 14-year-old girl and had her for food. She had to do sexual favors for food. He wouldn't feed her unless she had sex with him. But also had him, called her ugly, said no one's ever gonna want you. She's mutilating her own body to the point where she's permanently disfigured because of the things she did to herself, because of the things he was telling her.
It's gonna be a hard life.
And then he gets probation after that. She was in prison for years, like 2 years or something like that. Woman gets out, he gets probation. But they charge this nigga as an adult. She survived though, but she's permanently disfigured. They said that in his time in jail, when his time before the case and everything like that, they gave him time served for the time he was in jail.
I shared a story. Like there was this one story that somebody was riding a bike, a little girl was riding a bike in the rain, and a dude stopped in a truck and was like, "Hey, you don't need to, you don't need to be riding your bike out in the rain. Let me take you home." Just put the bike in the back in the truck bed, and she did it, and he damn near took off with her. She did something and got away with it. She never got in the car. That's what it was. And took a picture of the license. I shared this.
I tell my kid when I take her with me, I'm like, listen, when I put you somewhere, I'm never gonna send nobody to get you. I'll tell you to sit in that chair. Somebody come talk to you, don't talk to nobody. Tell you go talk to my dad. Someone tells you, hey, your dad sent me to get you. I ain't never gonna send nobody to get you. I'll come get you myself. Ain't nothing I'm doing that's so important that I gotta send some random person to come get you. I'll come get you. She was like, okay. So I'm just thinking like people, cause I'm friendly. You know I'm friendly. I talk to everybody. So she be thinking I'm friends with everybody. It's like, listen, I don't know these fucking niggas, bro. I don't know none of these niggas. I don't know these niggas. Nah, I don't know nobody. The only person I know is you, and the only person you know is me. We nice. That's it. I come in this joint, you come and bring your ass to me. Like, that scares me the most in the whole fucking world, bro. I couldn't imagine. Bro. Yeah, we can't. Nah, man. I could never.
Can I count on you?
Absolutely, nigga. Nigga, absolutely. I can't even. I wouldn't know what to say to you. Oh, no. I wouldn't know what to say to you. Like, you imagine me calling you and saying someone took her? Someone took my baby? You imagine you saying something like that? Hey, what's going on? It's going on, like. I couldn't imagine calling you and saying, Sean, I don't know where she is. Someone took her. Like, nigga, what do you say? Sorry? What do you say to that? Like, what do you say? I don't know where she is. Someone took her. I don't know where she is. All I know is if I was at the Starbucks, I'd be no one leaving. All here, close. Hey, till my baby manifest.
Text me with Starbucks.
Y'all must have seen something. Somebody seen something somewhere. That's wild, bro. That is absolutely wild.
Text me with Starbucks.
I couldn't.
It's gonna take me back to 99.
Go all out. Go to jail, cost your feet.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I got a rocking chair right there.
Hey, and Kev.
Yes, sir.
Ain't trying to argue?
Nah, man, life too short.
All right, say peace out. Say peace out, Sean.
Peace, bro.
Say peace out. The big DC in the building. Say peace out.
Peace out.
Say peace out, Randy.
Peace out.
I think that's Phil.
Oh, this Phil?
Say peace out, Kev.
Peace out, Ken.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for jumping in, man. Catch you guys next Friday. That's the dude.
Hey, you ain't got no.
The hallway guy? Remember I told you about the hallway guy?
Huh?
That's the hallway guy. That's the dude from my home. Remember I told you about my building?
Oh, for real?
That's the hallway dude.
Damn, I smell him from in here.
Look at his pants.
I smell him in here.
That's the hallway dude.
Damn.
I was just telling the story about him. He was in my building.
Stand next to you.
What's up, my guy?
He's in my building. All right, man. Love you guys, man. Please share the story. Hey, thanks, D. Appreciate you, man. Peace out, Halston. Catch you guys next